coming to you live from Medellin, Cebu, Philippines. Long time no see, but I see you now. This is just a basic live stream hangout with me, reattaching to our audience and trying to get back in touch with you on the live stream basis. LisaD and I are doing well. We're here in Medellin in the province of Cebu, Philippines. And we've been here for about, this makes our 7th month, guys. Can you believe that? 7 months in the province. And we're doing well. We're living our life free and happy. And couldn't be any better. But it could be better if we were in the USA. We're still waiting on our visa, Lisa's visa rather, to be approved so she can immigrate to the USA with me. That should be coming sometime this year, guys. We just got a statement. First time ever. We got a statement from the NVC, National Visa Center in US, and they're about to schedule an interview for LisaD. Yeah, did you hear me, man? They're about to schedule an interview for LisaD. So things are looking up. Things are going good. And once she gets that interview, it's a matter of time for they to approve her, and we'll be out. It looks like, I don't know for sure, but it looks like we may be out. We may be out of here in the next 4 to 5 months, maybe. That could be maybe longer, maybe less. But we're praying, we're praying, people. And I want you guys to pray with me, pray with us out there, okay? So today, I'm just hanging out. I'm going to see who pops in. If anybody pops in, if nobody pops in, I'll just talk. You all right? You all right if I talk? Can I talk? Can we talk? Okay. So let's take a look at, I'm going to open up a screen, which is our community screen. I'm trying to share this with you. And give me just a second. I'm going to pull it up here. Let's see. Add scene. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using a new live stream application. I still have StreamYard, but it does not offer. I have the free version now. Before I had the paid version, but I have the free version of StreamYard, and it does not offer the amount of things that the free version of this new application I have called Restream offers. So I'm on the free version of Restream, and it is much, much better than StreamYard. So I'm going to be using this for a while. I might switch back to StreamYard, back and forth. We'll see. But I'm on a new version of live streaming now. It's called Restream. It's Restream application, and we're testing it out. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. That's the free version. It looks real good to me. If you can hear me, guys, everything's good. Just give me a yes, a sign yes. Type yes in the chat box, and we'll get going. If you cannot hear me, type can't hear you, whatever, and let me know about the audio. But today, I want to just welcome everybody back to the show. It's been a long time I've done a live stream. I'm going to try to get back into doing it maybe once, 2, 3 times a week. We'll see how it goes. But the channel is growing big time. You hear me? And it's growing because I'm consistently doing videos. I'm not doing a lot of lives, but I'm doing videos, and that's what's keeping it going. And the videos I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, are primarily videos about what? Philippines! Yeah, Philippines, baby. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing Philippine videos. And I have found that Filipinos are very, very astute, very, very media conscious. They love anything like the internet. They love YouTube. And so that audience has shown to be a godsend for me. So I'm going to stick with that audience for a while, but I don't want to overlook my other people in the audience, such as my USA live streaming people. That's why LisaD said, you need to do some live stream. So that's why I'm back on the live stream a little bit. So I'll be doing a little bit of both. Be doing the videos and occasionally be doing my live streams as well. I'm going to go over some, excuse me 1 minute, get a little dry. where I do my live streams now, it'll be a little bit different. It's going to be pretty much hanging out. That's it. Q&A, hanging out. So if you have any questions, any concerns, any situations you want to ask me about the Philippines, you want to ask me about world events, you want to ask me about some private concerns you have about your life, you want to ask me about something that you think that you want to know about me and LisaD, go for it. Anything goes right now, and we just happen to answer your question. This is basically a hangout and Q&A. So that's from now on, guys. My live streams will be hangouts and Q&As. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to bring a whole presentation like I used to do before, and this and that and this and that. We're just going to do hanging out and Q&A, questions and answers. So whatever questions you have, put them in there, type them in the chat box. We'll get to it. If you don't have any questions, you're just gonna sit here and look at me. No, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna do some talking. I'm gonna share a screen with you right now in a few seconds. And we're gonna go over our community tab. For those of you that don't know about the community tab on YouTube, I post on there almost every day. I think I posted last night. I forgot. Most days I post, and the things I post, I find little items and articles here and there. Throughout the internet, and the articles and items that I find interest me, and so when things interest me or catch my eye, it make me think I want to share it with people that I care about, which is you, mister, which is you, sister. You know what I'm saying? And so if it makes me think, it makes me take a look at it. Maybe could it be, would it be, should it be that you could do the same thing and think about it, look at it. So we're gonna run through some things that I posted, that I posted on my community, YouTube community tab, and I'm gonna pull it up right now. Give me a minute. And this is a new system I'm learning. It's called Restream. I'm gonna add that on right. Let's see, add media, and now I'm gonna bring my community tab in right now. All right, you can see my community tab. If you see the tab right now, guys, this is the latest entry I have, which is a day ago. And this is an entry about, it says Republicans, when a natural disaster hits a blue state, they say, yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. But when Republicans, when a natural disaster hits a red state, they say, money, please. Can you believe that, guy? That's just one of the many things I put out there. I have a sense of humor, and I try to pass it on to others. So we're going to go through some things I put out here. Okay, here's another one. This is very interesting. It says every senator who supports him, which is the guy named Hagsbeth is running for the Secretary of Defense. He says every senator that supports Hagsbeth is proving themselves no longer qualified to be a U.S. senator. When you vote for the armed U.S. forces to be run by a person who is unqualified, incompetent, ethically challenged, and who holds extremist views, you prove yourself unfit to hold any public office. Let's talk about that for a second, guys. It's a guy right there. I don't know. His name is Hedgepith. I don't know. I forgot his name. But this guy was recommended by Orange Man to become the Secretary of Defense. Can you believe that, man? Now, I would admit the guy has some military experience. He was an officer, I think, in the Marines or one of the armed forces. But his last job, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna bring this down. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second. Oh, okay, you can see right here. Okay, his last job, ladies and gentlemen, was on Fox News. Yeah, he's a Fox News guy. Okay, and can you believe that a guy that's been on Fox News is going to be the Secretary of Defense? Okay, chief of all of our armed forces. Okay, and it's just amazing the people that is being recommended for cabinet offices by Orange Man. And I don't know about you guys. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Orange Man, but we're stuck with him for another 4 years. Okay, so uh, I know how to deal with him. Many of you may not. I know how to deal with him. You just got to pray every day and hold on to your faith in God, because we have to understand that we serve a God that's able to rule and overrule any situation that comes about. So we're gonna trust in God. And I have no respect for Orange Man. I'll be honest with you. I have no respect for Donald J. Trump. I have not, but I do have respect for the office of the presidency. And so therefore, I will be obedient to the rules and regulations, and I will try to do my best to do whatever I can to help this country succeed. And I would suggest everybody else do the same thing. Hopefully, in the next 4 years, we'll get another commander in chief. We'll get another person that's able. All right, so let's go to the next one here. Give me a second. Okay. All right, this one is this. Anyone else notice that a black woman with Harvard degrees and 20 years of experience are called DEI hires, but some random guy on Fox News is expertly qualified to run the Department of Defense? That's what we were just talking about. This guy named Haigsmith and is unqualified, but he'll be running the Department of Defense because the Republicans are in control right now, and they have the majority of votes. They have the majority of votes to vote in whoever they want to. So we're going to have to deal with some clowns running the departments of defense and some other agencies, but uh, sometimes change is good, and sometimes change is bad. You just have to learn how to, like Brother James Brown said, you got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. Let's see what else we got. All right, next one says, there was another. I don't want to see that one. Okay, here's one. It says in the year 2023, white people were responsible for 8,842 homicides in the United States. Okay, are you with me? Let me read again. Excuse me. In 2023, white people were responsible for 8,842 homicides in the United States. Undocumented immigrants were responsible for 29 homicides. Okay, and you have been continuously lied to, and you aren't smart enough to know any different. Okay, that's speaking to the MAGA extremists. In their minds, the people that are committing homicides out there are what they call undocumented immigrants. Okay, and that's not really true. 8,842 white people were responsible for homicides in the United States of America in 2023. 29 undocumented immigrants were responsible for homicides in 2023. Huge difference. But in the minds of a lot of people, the people that are doing all the killing and shooting and all that are the undocumented immigrants. Now, granted, some of them do illegal homicide, but most of them don't, based on the statistics. And it's important that we as the public, need to do our homework. Just don't take everything someone says for granted. Check it out, read, study, listen, compare, analyze. Those are the things that get you the truth, the bottom of things, and get you the truth. Just accepting anything for face value doesn't. Even what I'm telling you right now, don't accept what I say for face value. Go out there, do your research, and see if it's true. And I'm guaranteed you're going to find out it is true. Okay? Let's see what else we got on our community tab for today. All right, this is a jokey joke one right here. It says, if you see the left on there, it says Greenland is crossed out, and then it says housing shortage and cost of food. And you see the guy in the middle, he says, we've decided to change our names. so Trump will ignore us. Okay, so they're trying to change the name from Greenland to something else because Orange Man is fixated on obtaining Greenland and having it become a part of the United States. Not only Greenland, but he wants Canada as the 51st state in the United States of America. Uh, I don't know how that could happen because Canada is not going to let that happen. Neither is Greenland. Okay, so these are the preposterous things that is coming up with this new administration. It's hard to deal with. If you like me, man, you're conservative, but you're not radical. Trying to force Greenland to become a part of the United States or trying to take over Greenland. Excuse me. I'm recovering from a cold, y'all. Sorry for that. It's just ridiculous. Hold on 1 second. In 1 second. Woohoo! All right, guys. Sorry about that. So these are things we have to deal with, and this is going to be a daily occurrence. Crazy, insane ideas coming from a MAGA extremist individual. Let's see what else. This one says Trump has a huge resort not far from where all the fires are in Los Angeles. Yet he hasn't offered a single free room, not a cup of coffee, a blanket, a meal, nothing. This is the next president of the United States. Guys, California, Los Angeles area, and it's a sad situation. We need to pray for them. Their homes are lost for the fires out there. This guy has huge resorts, has not offered any help to any of them. And he's going to be our next president. He's elected. He's our president-elect. Let's see what else we got. There's no such thing as presidential immunity. It's nowhere in the Constitution. The Department of Justice made it up in 1973 and 2000 to protect their bosses. The Supreme Court made it up more in 2024 to protect their boss and benefactor, Trump. It is the cancerous monarchical monstrosity. That's according to Tristan Snell. So we're talking about immunity, presidential immunity. The law of the land has been for decades that no one is immune from prosecution. Anyone can be prosecuted if they commit a crime. But as you're aware of, the Supreme Court several months ago gave Trump almost 100% immunity. I say almost, not quite total, but for any crimes he commits in office while he's president, he's immune from it. It's unheard of, but when you're dealing with an orange man, that's the way things are. He does so many things, he gets away with it. What else we got? This one says people who have played president of the United States. They got a lot of these actors that played president, right? And guess what? On the bottom on the right there is that Orange Man. We just playing. He just play, y'all. He ain't for real. All right, what else we got? We got okay, this one is Orange Man's taking his oath for deciding to be president, and he got handcuffs on because he's a convicted what? Felon, right? He's a convicted felon. He's a convict. Can you believe that guy? Guys, this will be the first time ever that the United States of America will have a convicted felon as a president of the United States. Can you believe that? Never in my wildest imagination would I have ever thought that the United States would elect a president, someone for president, that's a convicted felon. He's convicted felon, 34 counts. Okay? Hush money trial. You remember that? DA Bragg in New York, they got him convicted. Okay? Now, Trump has done so much stuff. You know about the insurrection he did, right? He got out of that. All the cases that he was in, he got out of. He's going to do away with all of them when he gets signed in. But he couldn't get rid of this one. You know why? The hush money was done in the state of New York. He was convicted in the state of New York. It was a state crime, not a federal crime. So he has no jurisdiction over states. He has jurisdiction over the federal government, over the Department of Justice. He has played you. He can stop a lot of stuff, but he can't stop that because he has no jurisdiction over the states. So he will wear that moniker of convict for the rest of his life. And I don't know about you guys. It is embarrassing for me as a citizen of the United States of America to have an individual to be my president as a convict. What about you? Are you happy about that? If you're American out there, are you happy that someone's going to lead your nation and be a convict? The problem with that is when you go into the military, you cannot be a felon and go in the military. You can't do that. But this guy is a felon and he's a leader of them. He's going to be the commander in chief of the military. Who does that? How can our military men and women, and I'm a veteran, how can our military men and women have respect for an individual that's convicted of a crime, felony? He's a convicted felon, and yet he's going to lead them. No one in America can get into the military if your background, you have a felony count on your records. It's impossible. But this guy's going to be the commander in chief. This is a very serious problem, guys. How can you have a commander in chief with a crime-ridden background commanding people that are not supposed to have any criminal records when you get into the military? I went into the military, they checked my background, they checked my neighbors, they checked my girlfriend, they checked everything. They did a background check on me. If I had came up with a felony count on my record, I would have never got first base in the military. Huh? And this is a guy that's a draft dodger, okay? You know how he's drafted, he was up for the draft, and he like 2 or 3 times, he got a doctor to say he had bone spurs, okay? I have no respect for that. I'm sorry. I did my time, I volunteered, and I think he should have did his time, but he didn't. Okay, so we have a problem. I have a problem with that, and I think many other veterans out there have a problem with that as well. When you have a commander in chief, never served 1 day in the military, dodged his draft. Yeah, he was a draft dodger. Got a medical doctor to say he had bone spurs, And then that's how he got out of being drafted. It's not right. It'll never be right. But you got to deal with a man that's a pathological. I don't want to say the L word, but he just tells a lot of tales. Yeah, all the time, and he can't stop. He can't help himself. All right, let's go. Let's see what else we got in our community. For those of you just coming in, we're looking at our community tab. This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Love Train Nation. We're out here in Medellin, Cebu, Philippines province. LisaD and I are doing fine. I'm right now going through our community tab. We're just going through topics. For those of you just turning in, our live hangouts will only be Q&A. If you have any questions you want to ask me, any questions, any concerns, questions about the Philippines, questions about the United States, concerns about your travel to the Philippines, concerns about issues that's going on around the world or in the United States, in the Philippines, anywhere. Let's talk. Now, if I don't hear you talk, we're going to keep on going through our community tab. We're going to be here for about 45 minutes. Right now, it looks like I've been here 26 minutes, so we got a little bit more time. Hold on. What's up? What's up, Mike? Nurse Mike in the house. Nurse Mike in the house. Nurse Mike in the What's up, Nurse Mike? He said, he calls himself Mike Electronica. He said, BobbieD, hello, God bless and be with you. Keep the faith. May the Spirit of the Lord be with you. Take care. Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Nurse Mike is one of our regulars. He emails me a lot. We've been talking for a long time. I enjoy him as a nice friend, nice brother. And it's always good to see. He's a nurse out there in California, where all the fires are. And I know he's staying busy. For those that you don't know, Mike has a new program on YouTube. YouTube channel. It's called Mike Electronica. Check it out. He plays a lot of music, and that's his thing. Good to see you, Mike. For those of you who have questions, concerns, comments about the Philippines, comments about the USA, comments about the world, anything, let me know. So we're going to go back to the community tab again. Give me just 1 second. That's it. So here's another one. Okay. Oh, I don't think we're witnessing the start of an oligarchy. Oligarchy. I think we are fully here. This is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's a House of Representative from New York, and she says oligarchy. So what is an oligarchy? An oligarchy is when people that are billionaires and millionaires run the government. Okay, and then the poor people on the bottom or the people in the middle, you just will catch it on both sides. You're not going to get a break because the rich people make all the moves, make all the changes, get all the gain, and that's where we're headed right now. As you may or may not know, we have Elon Musk. He contributed some over almost $1 billion, now $250 million to Donald Trump's campaign. And because of that, he's going to be wielding a lot of influence on the presidency. So, and many people are saying that he's a shadow president. Okay, in other words, he's going to be running, telling Donald Trump what to do and what not to do. So that's what this statement she's made: oligarchy. Okay, rich people running the government, and rich people, whatever they say goes. That's what that means. Let's see what else we got. Socialism is when the fire department arrives. Capitalism is when the insurance company refuses to pay. That's about right. Socialism is when the fire company arrives. Capitalism is about money. Socialism is about helping people, right? Helping people out that's having trouble. Capitalism is about the mean green, dollar, money, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, if you recall, we had a fatal shooting of a insurance company executive within the last several weeks. And the reason why he was shot is because that insurance company refused to continue the insurance benefits for an individual, and they became outraged, and that's why that happened. So the insurance company have to go through some changes to make things a little bit better for us in the United States of America. What do we got right here? Oh, I said okay. It's weird how corporate profits are shattering records, yet they get zero blame for inflation and price increases. That's one of the reasons why Joseph Biden, was unelected, was not elected again. Corporate profits are mind blowing. They're making huge money, and they just keep going, making the prices go up and up and up. And it's hard to regulate that from a governmental perspective. And so, what Orange Man did, he told everybody, "Well, your price of eggs is too high, and I'm gonna bring it down." All the stuff he tells people what they want to hear. Everybody wants lower costs, lower prices. Okay, and so that's what they went for. They voted for him rather than voting for what was right. He's going to be a dictator on day one. They voted for that too. So it's a lot of things going on, guys. And if you don't have your head on straight, you don't read, you don't study, and that's what a lot of the MAGA extremists do. They don't read anything. They just listen to people talk, and they believe what people are saying. Yeah. But it's okay to listen to people talk, but check out what they're saying and see if they're telling you the truth or they're telling you a lie. Very important. What else we got? Yeah, that's a bomb. They went on with that. Don't want that. Lock him up. Okay. Y'all know what that means. He should be, but he's not. Uh, President-elect Trump has been given. He got off scot-free from the felony charge. Okay. No time involved, but he will be forever listed as a felon. That's the best thing you can do for him. He's going to lead our country, so you can't have the leader of a free world in jail. So they had to let him go, and he got off the charge as far as jail time. But the felony count will be on his record. He'll be a convicted felon forever, unless some idiot comes up with a law in Congress to change it where he won't have to have that moniker that on his title. Let's see what else we got. I love my country, but I'm ashamed of Republicans. I think that is the sentiment, ladies and gentlemen, of a lot of Americans today. I love America. Okay, I was born there, and that's all I know. That's all I knew for several many years. But I started traveling. I know other countries now, but I'll never forsake my country. I love America. I'm ashamed of MAGA. I'm not ashamed of all Republicans because all Republicans are not idiots. But I'm ashamed, and all Republicans are not extremists. So I would abbreviate this one and say I'm ashamed of MAGA Republicans. MAGA Republicans are extremists. They only do what Donald Trump says do. They only believe what he says to believe. And it's amazing to me that one individual could control people like that. Multitudes and multitudes of people. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. So I don't know. This is maybe a once in a lifetime occurrence where one individual controls millions and millions of people's minds, but it's happening right in front of our eyes on a day-to-day basis. Let's see what else we got. Here's a map that says what is more important to Americans, the right to vote or the right to bear arms. And as you can see, the red states are the right to bear arms. The green states, the right to vote is more important. So I'm from the state of Georgia. And if you look at the state of Georgia, it's red. The right to bear arms is more important here. All right. So you have more red states than green states. That should tell you something. And what else we got? All right. This is one interesting one. It says, thank you, President Biden. And I want to thank publicly. And if I could thank him personally, I would do so as well. President Biden did an outstanding job. I know many of you think he did a terrible job. I think that overall, if you look at his things he's done, the multiple bills he's passed, it's amazing how he did so much in 4 years. Okay, and people will reflect on his presidency as one of productivity. He led this country out of the pandemic and saved many lives. So he will go down in history as an outstanding president. Okay, one of the best. I wouldn't say he was the best. He did a lot of things good. He did a few things bad, but more good than bad. My president, my best president, ladies and gentlemen, of all of the United States is who? Barack Obama. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Yeah, Barack Obama. That's my guy. He was an outstanding president. He has an outstanding moral character, outstanding wife, outstanding children, and he did a good job uniting this country. So that's my number one guy. Biden, he's all right. I think he's good, but I don't think there will ever be a better president than Barack Obama. And maybe somebody later down the line, but he's awesome. Mike, he says, Bobby, hi. A total of about 1,400 homes were destroyed in the Pacific Palisades fires. 26 people died so far. Then some insurance companies don't want to pay for anything. That's a terrible. You hear that, guys? 1,400 homes were destroyed in the Pacific Palisades, and 26 people died so far. And insurance companies don't want to pay. That's a shame before God. Now you see why. And I'm not condoning any type of violence against anybody. Just get understand that. But you can see where people want to get angry at these people, insurance companies. They have needs and they pay for the insurance, and the insurance company don't want to pay. That's not good news. That's terrible. Things like that make you want to slap somebody. But it's terrible, man. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. I hope things get changed and get a little bit better there. Let's see what else we got. God is in the arm. God is the arm that will hold you at your weakest, the eye that will see you at your darkest, and the heart that will love you forever. Yeah. You better know. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. God is everything, man. All right, what else we got? All right, this is another one, y'all. Very interesting. It says the Starbucks barista should be able to afford rent, groceries, and bills with their paycheck alone. That's what jobs are for. Okay. So some of the people that's employed in Starbucks, some people in McDonald's, their paycheck won't even help them pay the rent. See, they need to go up. They need to go up on the national wage. I think the average salary is about $7, something like that. And that's you can't pay rent. You can't buy groceries on $7 an hour. The national average for salaries should be at least $16-20 an hour. That's what I believe. The way inflation is going now, so that's what that's speaking to. A beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. You got to get your mind right, guys. If you want to get ready, you want to be right, you want to move up in life, your mind have to be right. They said that a mind is a terrible thing to waste. If your mind ain't right, you're gonna waste it. You're gonna waste your life. How do you get your mind right? You read right, you think right, you pray right, and you treat people right, and you treat yourself right. Those are the things that get your mind right. And you pray, more important than anything else. That's why people get into trouble. Their minds are not right. And when your mind is not in the right direction, you are led astray. Okay? Some of you right now watching me, your mind ain't right. What you mean, Bobby? Your mind ain't right. Well, how you know? Because I know people. A lot of people, especially if you if you 20 or under, your mind ain't even fully developed yet. Your mind as a man, you start getting your manhood around 30, 35. That's when you have been through some wars. That's when you have been through some battles, and that's when you begin to shape your outlook and your thinking, and your manhood becomes in, and you become more responsible, and you become more level-headed. Okay, so get your mind right, walk right, talk right, be right, eat right, sleep right, treat people right, and then you'll begin to influence others, and others will begin to influence you, and you'll move up in your life and whatever endeavor you want. If you're in school, if your mind is right, you're gonna focus and you can pass the exams and you go up. If you're on a job, if your mind is right, you do an outstanding job and your boss will recognize you. You know, your mind has to be focused. No hocus pocus, just focus. Focus. That's how you get your mind right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got okay, I don't want to read that. Let's see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Okay. It's okay to say I don't know. Don't get frightened by not knowing things. It's a it is of great value to realize that we do not know answers. That's what happens with a lot of people. They can't admit that they're wrong, or they can't admit that they don't know something. And when you can't admit that you're wrong or you don't know something, what do? You either make stuff up, stop lying, or you act like you forgot. Something like that. Crazy stuff. If you don't know, just say it, man. Just say, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. But what happens is, because of our ego, the ego is right. The little man inside of you think he's better than everybody. You don't want to feel the shame of not knowing, so you make up a lie. That's what a lot of people do, man. I prefer you to tell me the truth. You don't know to say it, man. But you're gonna make up some lie. That's when I want to get rid of you. That's when I don't have people that lie in my life and be around me, because it makes me angry. I'd rather you tell me the truth, whether the truth hurts me or not. Tell me the truth. You don't know, let's say it, man. Don't make up a lie and say you know when you don't know. That's idiotic. All right, here we go. Trump selects 0 black people on his cabinet, despite capturing more black votes than any other Republican. Y'all hear that? I'm gonna read it again. Donald Trump selects 0. Did you hear me? Goose egg. 0 black people on his cabinet, despite capturing more black votes than any other Republican president. What does that tell you about him? Huh? Think about it. I'm going to ask you some questions. Does it tell you that he does not like black people? Possibly. Could that be it? Does it tell you that he thinks that there are no qualified African Americans? Could it be that? Does it say that he was just trying to say he was I like black people and got him to vote for him just to get him to vote for him? What is it? It tells you a lot. Think about it. If you think about how Donald Trump started his whole career, when he initially started out in business, he was sued by the EEOC, Equal Opportunity Commission, for being a racist as far as not allowing black people to rent his apartments. Okay, so that shows you that attitude of not liking black people is still there. Yeah. Are you mean to tell me the millions and millions of black people in this world, and you can't find one black to be on your cabinet? That's a problem. And some of the black people that have been trying to jockey around him to get in the cabinets, they're sort of embarrassed right about now. Let me see if I can go down here. Hold on. These 2 gentlemen right here. You remember these guys? You remember these guys? That's Tim on the left, and that's Donald on the right. One is the senator. Tim's the senator, and Donald is a House of Representatives. They campaigned vigorously. Are you hearing me, man? They campaigned vigorously for Donald J. Trump. Why did they campaign vigorously for Donald J. Trump, BobbieD? Because they was trying to get in a cabinet position. Now, they're on the outside looking in. And I wonder if they feel really foolish right about now. They upheld this man when they know he was wrong, lied for him, said all kind of things turned their back on their own people, their own race, and the man didn't even pick one black in his cabinet. Not one. How embarrassing is that? Yeah. And then see what the sign says? It, is it where's my cabinet position? Maybe, just maybe, guys, when they turn white, they might get a cabinet position. Okay? Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. That's it. Hold on. Here we go. Who else believes in staying loyal and faithful in the relationship? Hmm? Do you believe that you should stay loyal and faithful in the relationship? I do. I'll raise my hand on that one. Don't get in a relationship if you can't stay faithful, because you just fooling yourself and the other person too, and you're just hurting yourself and the other person as well. If you know you're going to cheat, don't get in a relationship. If you know you're a womanizer, don't get in a relationship. If you know you can't keep your leg closed, don't get in a relationship. Okay, that's just the bottom line. But we got so many people that fooling each other, fooling themselves. It's amazing, man. I've been married before. And I'm married now. At least I've never cheated on her or anyone else. I'm a one person kind of guy. Yeah, and that's it. That's the way I'll be forever. Because I just don't believe I'm running around cheating and all that kind of stuff. Be faithful, be loyal. Do your part and expect your partner to do their part. Mike says he said the winds have calmed down. Firefighters have it about 40% contained now. That's awesome. It's getting a little better now here in California. That's good. Uh, California, I've been out there before. I've been to LA. I stayed there for like 3 days. I was like out. I don't like that city. I'm sorry, Mike. I just don't like. I don't like LA. Okay, I haven't been to any other place in California except for LA. I didn't like that city. But many people, that's all they believe in: California, California, California. Prices out there are too high, and the people out there sort of. Well, I don't want to generalize people, but California is not my cup of tea. I'll stay away from it. That's what we got. The most magnetic thing on earth is loving your own energy. Your perception of yourself affects your frequency. Love yourself. Be confident in your talents and the way you express them. Love the reflection you see in the mirror. May your energy raise the whole frequency of the planet. Well said. You got to know who you are before you can love yourself. You don't know who you are, you're not going to love yourself. You want to love everybody else but yourself. You to thine, it's been said many, many times before, to thine own self be what? True. When you know who you are and whose you are, and you're going to be true to who you are, then you can love yourself. I appreciate myself and I appreciate others. I'm true to everything I do, and I hold other people to be true to what they're supposed to do too. I love myself. I'm not full of self-love for me only, but I love others as well. And the reason why I love myself is because I know who I am and I know whose I am. I serve a God that's faithful and true. That's what I know. Okay, that's what we got. What else we got? I don't want to read that. Don't expect what you don't communicate clearly. Yeah, a lot of us expect stuff, but we don't give them people that we expect it from the right information on what to do or what we expect from them. We just want it done, but we don't communicate clearly how we want it done, when we want it done, why we want it done, and where we want it done. Then if you've been on a job and the boss man said, I want that report by blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you bring the report in the next day, but after boss said, well, I needed it at 12 noon. It's 4 o'clock. Well, you didn't tell me that. He said, I don't have to tell you that. You have to communicate clearly, specifically, and precisely. When you do that, it's only then can you hold the person that you communicated to accountable for not doing what you asked them to do. If you tell me something in general and I do something in general, you can't hold me responsible for something you wanted specific because you didn't state specifics. You only stated as general rule. Okay. So communication, clear communication, concise communication is important in any type of relationship, whether it's on your job, in the home, in the church, in the community. You have to be clear on what you say, when you say, or how you say it, especially if you're dealing with your lady. Yeah, especially if you're dealing with a Filipino. And really important when you're dealing with Filipinos, because Filipinos, there's a language barrier sometimes. Many of them will speak Tagalog or Visaya or whatever, and then many of them speak English too, but they don't. The English that they speak is like broken English, and they don't. The meaning of some words in English, they don't really understand. Okay, and then most Americans, we don't speak any Tagalog or any Visaya, and I speak Visaya, but I don't speak it fluently. So there's always a language barrier between a foreigner and a Filipino, and you have to bridge that gap. Yeah, you heard me, man. You have to bridge that language barrier gap. How do you bridge that language barrier gap? You take it clear, you take it concise, you take it consistently as far as your communication is concerned. Clear, consistency, and concise communication. You have to take the time, make the time, break the time to teach your lady how you talk. The words you say. When you say something, tell her what you mean by that. And then sometimes when she says something, she got to tell you what she mean by that. So there won't be a double meaning behind your words and you're communicating properly. For those of you that are in a relationship with a Filipina, you know exactly what I'm referring to. For those of you who have not been in a relationship with a Filipino, you probably don't know yet. But if you hang in there long enough, you'll find out some of the worst problems in relationship as far as a foreigner, expat, or foreigner with a Filipino is when you break it all down to the bottom line, it is the communication. Lack of clear, concise, consistent communication. All right. So it's important, ladies and gentlemen, that you communicate clearly, concisely, and consistently with your lady or on your job or anything else you do. All right, this is an interesting one. It says Meta now lets users say gay and trans people have mental illness. Meta rolled out a number of changes to its hateful conduct policy Tuesday as a part of sweeping overall of its approach toward content moderation. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Meta is parent company of Facebook. Okay, and Zuckerberg, which is the president of Facebook, changed the policy. They had a fact checker policy where they would check everything you said to make sure it was correct and you weren't lying. Now, because Orange Man is in office, Zuckerberg bowed down and kissed his feet. Okay, yeah, Jeff Zuckerberg, the owner or the head of Facebook Meta, he bowed down and kissed the ring of Donald Trump, and he said, "From now on, we're not gonna have no more fact checkers. We're gonna have some community people, and they're gonna check stuff, and we can still make it." You lying fool! He kissed the ring, man. And you know why he kissed Donald Trump's ring? Because Donald Trump was getting ready to put some grease on him. He was getting ready to run him down in the courtroom, you know. And if he runs Zuckerberg down, Facebook going down, he was getting ready to shut him down. He already said that. Last time last time Donald Trump was in office, he was trying to bring Google down, Facebook down, YouTube, all of them, because they wouldn't, especially Twitter. He was trying to bring them all down because they wouldn't let him say what he wanted, all the lies. They wouldn't let him lie on the social media. So now Meta has allowed Donald Trump and everybody else in the world to sell a bunch of lies, and they're gonna let them slide in that rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Lie. If you come to Facebook, you can lie now, and we're gonna let you slide. But the problem I have with Facebook, I don't use Facebook anymore. I don't use it as much. But put it like that. The only thing I do on Facebook nowadays is I put out, if I do a video, I'll put a link out to the video. That's it. You know why? Because Facebook is full of crap. I mean, there's so much mess on Facebook, man. And the people that they are patrolling and people that they are censoring are people that they should not be censoring. You can go on Facebook right now and look in your feed And you can see all kind of lewd people with no clothes, all kind of craziness, man. Them's the ones they should be censoring, but they let them slide. You know why they let them slide? Because they paying big money for the ads. Okay, so I have no faith in Facebook, very little faith in it, and I don't use it as much now. So they can kiss my, you know what? Okay, best of you, Jeff Zuckerberg. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. Okay, he said, "Isn't it weird that there are no Elon Musk hospital wings, no Musk libraries, no Elon Musk schools? Are there any philanthropic causes that have Elon Musk's name on it? That's because he's our shadow president." All right, here's another one, guys. It says, "America first." You see Orange Man there with a flagpole, a pencil in his hand. If you look at the sign, it says Greenland, and Greenland is scratched out. Orange is on the top, so you're going to change Greenland to Orange Land. I don't know what the issue is. If somebody know about it, let me know. Greenland. Trump wants Greenland to be a part of America. I have no idea why. I don't know much about Greenland, but maybe it's something that Greenland would benefit the United States. Well, Canada. I don't know. What is it with that? What is it with that? He's trying to get America in the colonies like we were before many years ago. It's crazy, man. I don't know why he's doing that. All right, what else we got? Okay, so this is Dr. Khalid Muhammad. He says, the white man didn't come to Africa and just started killing the Africans off. He came as a friend. He came smiling, acting like he wanted to hold his hands and be buddy. He learned from the African. He married the African, then killed them and took their land. He did the same thing with America. He greeted the Indians as a friend, and then wiped them out. Today, some of you still are dumb enough to trust his smile. Okay, that's part of that's true. Some of it's true. It's talking about how Caucasians colonized various places. America was one of them. If you look at the people that's original in Americans right now, they got nothing. They're sitting out on reservations. Okay, they got nothing. Okay, most of the Indians almost wiped out. Okay, and if you think about it, that's what's happening now in Africa. You got China, you got Russia, you got all these countries that's taking over these African countries. China's every country you go in, China got a part of it in Africa. Every country in Africa right now, China's running part of it. They are raping Africa for its resources. Africa has gold, minerals, all kind of stuff, and China is over there getting it all. Russia too. Right? So colonizing people and countries, that's not the way to go in 2025. All right, what do we got? Okay, here's an interesting. In a sign of respect, every president, vice president put their hands over their hearts as President Carter's casket passed them, except for one. Which one was that? The man with his eyes closed over there, near his wife, Donald J. Trump. Disrespectful. Everybody else, look at the picture, guys. Everybody else has their hands over their hearts, except for Donald Trump and his wife. It's a shame. That's how disrespectful that guy is. And he's going to be our next president. Again, as I said, I have respect for the presidency of the United States, but I have no respect for Donald Trump as an individual. Okay? I have none. I don't have respect for felonies. He's a convicted felon. He shouldn't be in office. He should be in jail, in a jail cell. Okay? Not as a president of the United States of America. And he got there because a lot of dumb people voted for him. Okay? People that have no sense, people that don't think right, they don't walk right, they don't act right, they don't look right. Okay? That's who got him in office. Okay? And I'm very upset about it. All right, let's see who we got. Who else we got in the round train, BobbieD? All right, he says, retired himself. What's up, man? How you doing? For you guys that's new, sign up, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. He said Tesla needs Greenland's water and cool temperatures to build their batteries. Okay. Also, to build semiconductors for the United States and Europe. Most of Tesla's operations will move to the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. Very good. Thank you, man. I didn't know that. See, retired in Manila shed some light on the situation. Now I got an idea why Donald Trump wants Canada and Greenland, so that it would help them build their batteries, and so he wanted to for semiconductors for USA and Europe. Now I understand. Very good. Thank you so much, man. Hey, I appreciate when somebody shed some light on the subject. Thank you so much. If anybody else want to chime in on that, do go right ahead. Be my guest. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what we got. Here's a jokey joke. He said, "Do you swear to Baha uphold the Baha Constitution?" Let me giggle. Start over. Yeah, Trump's got his hand. They say because he won't uphold the Constitution. He can't swear on that. He will say it, but it's just a joke. And that's why they laughing. You know, he's just a joke. I don't know about you guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not going to watch the inauguration. Okay. Now you said, Bobby, you're not American if you don't watch it. I'm not going to do it. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to watch the inauguration. I don't want to watch a convicted felon putting his hand on a Bible, telling a bunch of lies, because he's not going to be true to the United States of America. He is a convicted felon. He's a liar, pathological liar, and he will never be true to this America. He's the man that instigated the riots, insurrection, try to take over the country. I will not watch his inauguration. Okay, I won't. I will not. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I will obey every rule in America. I will do what I'm supposed to do, but I don't have to obey him. I mean, I don't have to watch him on TV lying, putting his hand on a Bible. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care what you say, how you say it, where you say it, why you say it. I am not doing it. That's my personal protest. Okay? That's my personal protest. Retired in the middle, he said, if the USA gets Greenland, BRICS will fall apart. Okay. For those of you who don't know, BRICS is a union of countries that's trying to take over the monetary function, making the US dollar. They're trying to put the dollar down, and because the dollar's been controlling the monetary aspects of the world for many, many years, and they're trying to put it down and put up a new kind of currency to lead the world. BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. But it's more. They have I guess they have 15 more countries now to join. They're all trying to collaborate and get control of the monetary functions, so that the dollar, the dollar is number one, right? They're trying to bring the dollar down, and they want to bring a BRICS currency up to control the world. That's not going to happen. They can do what they want to, but that's the dollar is going to be there forever. And now the dollar has lost some of its value, but it won't be down. I'm telling you, it's going to come right back up. All right. He said, "This is Diaz. What's up, man? How you doing? You out here in Manila now? Okay, I didn't know that. What's up, man? Diaz ain't seen you so. Diaz, LisaD and me out here in the province, man. We moved out here about 7 months ago. We're on our way. This year we should be going to the USA. But I'm still going. When I go to the USA, I'll still be good doing my Philippine videos. So it's so good to hear from you, man. Long time no see, long time no hear from. Good to see you. All right, what we got? What else we got? Okay, he says Trump's cabinet picks aren't just loyalists. They're groveling, subservient hacks. Yeah. They got some guy named Patel who's going to be over the FBI and all that kind of craziness. They got a guy that's a drunkard. He's been drinking all his life, womanizer, beating, and he's going to be Secretary of Defense. All these criminals and crazy people going to be running the government now. And you know why? Why are these crazy people running the government? Because they will be groveling at the feet of Donald Trump. They will do anything he says in everything he says. Okay? That's what he wants. He doesn't want people that be independent. He doesn't want people to look out for the best interests of America. He wants people to look out for the best interests of Donald Orange Man Trump. Okay? You know, that's just the way it is. And so who gets hurt in the process? We the people. Yeah. You, me, and everybody else gets shafted because Donald Trump want to do what he wants for him. And when Donald Trump gets in office, he's going to be looking out for the rich. Yeah. The rich benefits the rich. And who gets stuck with the bill? The people in the middle and the people on the bottom. We get zero. Last time he was in office, he passed a $1 trillion tax cut bill. And who got the benefits of that bill? We, the rich. We, the poor and the middle people, taxes went up. The rich people taxes went what? Down. And he's pretending on renewing that bill when he gets in office. And it's a shame, man. You know, but you know, I'm gonna pay my taxes. I'm gonna do my part because that's what every citizen you do. I don't like it, but you got to deal with it. Like James Brown said, you got to deal with it. Yeah, deal with it. I retired. He said, Diaz, he said, good to hear from you as well, Bobby. I hope all is well in the States. I'm in the Philippines. Okay, I'm in the Philippines too. I'm still here. I'm in Cebu, province of Cebu. I didn't know you moved to the Philippines. I know you was last time I talked to you, Diaz. You were in Thailand. Yeah, you was in Thailand. You get ready to go back to the United States. So you came back to the Philippines because you know the ladies out here is nice. No, you came. Last time I heard from you, you had a girlfriend in the Philippines and y'all fell out. No, y'all were doing real good one time, right? And then you told me the next thing you know, she wasn't with you no more, and she had turned it back on you. All kind of crazy stuff. But I'm glad to see you back, man. Hopefully you got somebody else better now. And I think you retired in Manila. Okay, and Manila is a thriller. You know what I'm saying? You can get a whole lot of stuff in Manila, man. So I would never live in Manila. You know why? It's not my type of city. I like a little smaller, slower paced city. That's why I'm out here in the province right now. Everything out here, man, is slow, wide open, and you can do what you want to do when you want to do it, and no traffic. It's nice. All right, that's what we got. We're gonna do a couple more. We out. I'm past my time, y'all. I'm gonna be here for 45 minutes, over an hour now. Okay, it says in 2015, Jimmy Carter was diagnosed with brain cancer. In 2019, he broke his hip. That same year, at 95, he fell at home requiring 14 stitches. Despite his injuries, he showed up the next day to help build houses for Habitat Humanity. There it is. There he is right there. Had a patch over his eye with the 14 stitches. He fell and broke his hip. Okay. So that's the kind of man that I wouldn't mind being president at any time. A man that's dedicated to people, helping people, being their best. I lived in Georgia when he was president, and every year after he came out of the presidency, this man started Habitat for Humanity, and every year you would see him on the news, him and his wife helping people build houses. That's a man that deserves honor and respect. You know, we just pray the Lord for his soul and for his loved ones that he left behind. All right, guys, that's it for now. When I do my live stream from now on, this is the format I'll be using on a consistent basis. We'll just be doing a variety of different information going through our community tab in YouTube. Give me a second. Let me close this out. Stop. Okay, stop. All right. So we're back. All right. So that's it for now, guys. I want everybody to hit that like button for me, please, if you don't mind. And subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. I'll be coming to you around this time 2 or 3 times a week. All right. LisaD, right? Chief, they can't see you.
They can't see me.
LisaD, stop it. Messing my background up, okay? All right, guys, that's it for now. This is BobbieD and LisaD. Say take care. God bless. And